We're back tonight. Let's turn to the story now. Johannesburg Water is investigating a suspected contamination of the Fleurhof water. Residents there have, of course, been complaining about dirty and smelly supply. The utility has sent tankers to the area after taking samples to a laboratory for testing. The Johannesburg Ward 70 Councillor, Caleb Finn, joins us now for more on that. Caleb, good to have you. What has happened to the water quality there?
Good evening. Yeah, so on Thursday afternoon, we began encountering problems in the area, and it seems that the issue stemmed from a switchover of supply which Joburg Water did, where they switched over the supply from what was the existing direct feed from Rand Water to a new supply from the newly constructed reservoir. And it seems that after that was done, all of the problems began occurring.
Is this related or linked in any way with the latest maintenance work that has been conducted by Rand Water?
No, I don't believe so. This is a separate project which Joburg Water has been executing over the last couple of years in terms of constructing the new reservoir, which would supply Fleurhof on a permanent basis. And it seems that when they switched over the supply, that residents then began experiencing discolored and smelly water, which then affected the community as a whole.
How is this explained? I mean, is this something that would be normal if you're switching into a new system, or were there particular processes that were supposed to have been followed that were not followed?
Yeah, to be honest, it's all quite unclear at the moment. I've written to the managing director of Joburg Water to ask for an investigation into what occurred, because it would seem that it's not normal that if you switch over to a new reservoir, residents should not experience the sort of things that they did. So I've requested an investigation into that because the events surrounding it don't all add up.
So it's supposed to be, to your knowledge, a seamless process that residents should not even pick up. Only those who are in authority should know that we've just switched on to another system.
That's correct. That is definitely my understanding of it.
And now, what is the status? Is the water back flowing correctly, or are you still using water tankers?
So at the moment, water tankers are still deployed. Johannesburg Water did issue another statement this evening, just after 8 o'clock, indicating that the latest tests show that the water is now safe for consumption. But some residents are still reporting that there is a smell to the water. So it seems as though the problems are not entirely resolved, but Joburg Water is reporting that the water is safe for consumption again.
Are the residents more comfortable with an independent, I suppose, laboratory testing the water? Is that something that they're looking at?
So it's definitely something that I think Joburg Water should strongly consider in terms of getting an independent laboratory to assist. But yes, residents are questioning the safety of the water, and understandably so, after what they've experienced. So there is a great concern in the community at the moment. And I think that Joburg Water should definitely consider an independent laboratory.
Now, with, of course, the latest concern that the people would have raised, and now the latest update, do you have any estimated time of when you will, I suppose, get the latest update from the Joburg Water about the progress that is being made?
Yeah, so what I have requested in the interim is I've requested Johannesburg Water to provide their laboratory report that we can circulate that to the community. I'm still waiting for them to supply that at the moment. But their last update was that from their side, the water is now safe for consumption, but some residents are still reporting issues. So hopefully we'll get their laboratory report soon, and that can then be shared with the community.
Caleb, we appreciate your time and thanks for that update. Caleb Finn, Councillor for Ward 70 on that latest situation in the Fleurhof area that's between Roodepoort and Johannesburg. Residents there, it seems, still reporting some kind of smell from the water that is coming out of the tap, fear of contamination, while the Rand water, or at least the Joburg water, have indicated that that water is safe for consumption. Of course, story that we'll certainly get an update on as it progresses.